Hey everybody, I'm coming to you solo here. I'm going to give you an update on my recent journey here. I'm going to call it the day 7, 8, 9 journey, maybe a little bit of 6 flown in there too. So what we're going to do is talk about the weight fluctuation first, and that's primarily, I think, my last weigh in. I had a very good day down to 210.5, and I think I ramped up to 214. And I gave an update on that for my day 5, I think it was, that I expected it to go back up. And what I have now today on day 9, I'm actually weighing in at 211. And yesterday, day 8, I actually was back down to 210.5. Day 7, I came in at 212.5. And day 6, I was 214. So there's some downward trend there. I had the very rapid loss, and then I had the rapid spike back up to 214. Now I've gradually come back down, lost 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds, and then up 0.5 pound. So I expect as I start to lose weight, I'm going to have some wiggle room there. It's going to go up, down, 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 down, however it works. But as you can see, it's a general downward trend. I've taken and putting this into Excel, of course. That's what I do. That's what nervous jerk engineer geeks do, right? So I have an average, a daily running average, and that average is gradually falling. If I do a 7-day rolling average, I'm looking at today plus the 6 previous days, dividing it by 7, and then I can see that gradual downward trend. So that's what's happening. I have wiggle room with a general downward trend. Right now, we're going to call this day 9 because that's what it is. On average, I started at 216. The 7-day average is 211.8. Today's weigh-in was 211, so I could say I'm down 5, but my 7-day average pulls me in at about 4.2 loss over 9 days. I don't think that's too bad, but what I'm going to have to do is look ahead and see what that gives me in the future. So I'm going to give a lowdown of my struggles with this journey so far. Day 6 was a standard work day. I was very exhausted. You guys all know I was coming off of nights going to days. Day 6 was a work day shift for me. I struggled. I was very tired. Came home, didn't even eat a lot. Just had a snack in the afternoon. Didn't have dinner. Just went straight to bed. I was in bed by like 9 o'clock. But don't you know, I woke up very early. I woke up at probably 1:30, and then had choppy sleep from 1:30 through about 4 o'clock, and then I was up at about 4 o'clock. Now mind you, I knew it was going to snow. I was going to wake up at 5 o'clock that morning anyway, but that's an hour before I normally wake up, plus 2 or 3 of those hours of sleep was very choppy. The next day was the 7th. It was another work day shift, and of course I was fine in the morning and exhausted by afternoon. And it actually, I think I had some external, not some external, I had some internal stressors at work that, I mean, I love my job, but I hate the bullshit just like all of us, and I had a few piles of bullshit to deal with. And those set me off. The tiredness and lack of sleep set me off, and I had a very bad day. So what did I do? I came home and I drank alcohol, and I shouldn't have. That's my first main fail, not using the little Jägermeister sleeping pill. I came home, had 2 of my signature Bloody Marys, which are not weak. I had a 16-ounce IPA, and then I had a vitamin water after that. Probably stayed up too late. It was well past 1:30, even though I was exhausted. I'm ramping up, listening to music, drinking, watching TV, talking to toots, all those things. So, very bad day. All kind of carbs, no dinner. It was like a complete cocaine rush, right? That sugar and alcohol gave me the complete cocaine rush. It was a total of 4 drinks. I certainly wasn't wasted, but due to my alcohol inducedness, whatever you call that, my alcohol invasion of those 4 drinks, and lack of sleep, I pretty much just passed out. So I did have a decent night's sleep that night, and that put me on to day 8. So day 8, I pretty much behaved all day. That was yesterday, Saturday, and today it's 7 o'clock p.m. Didn't eat dinner yet, but I've pretty much behaved all day today too. No drinks, no added carbs, no snacks. Sleeping patterns are still a little weird, but today was definitely a behavior day. What I'm going to do for dinner now is we already had a couple of deviled eggs for, I call it lunch, or really a late afternoon snack. And so we had some deviled eggs. And for dinner we have a very big Greek salad, primarily based in spinach and kale, threw in some calamatas and some feta and some purple onion. And we're going to dress it simply with olive oil and lemon juice, and then throw some tomato and cucumber on top. So a very large salad, basically that. And then we're going to play maybe with a super custom, let's call it a high-end ham and cheese. Maybe we'll give an update on that later. Of course, there's not going to be bread involved. It's the bagel chaffle, right? So that's the chaffle-egel. So that's what we're going to have for dinner. And I'm still going to play with those deviled egg ideas going forward, because eggs are not bad for you, such as the mainstream likes to want to tell you. Oh my goodness, the cholesterol and the fat, and they're not balanced. Well, I think it's good food, and I think it's very good for us with the low carb. So that's basically it. That's an update of my last few days. I struggled. I fell off the wagon. The weight fluctuations, I wanted to cover all of that. But one of the things I want to really talk about is that I'm not adding anything with this plan, right? This is a lifestyle choice, lifestyle game that I have to try. I am removing things, right? I'm trying to remove the carbs. I'm trying to remove the bad habits. I am not adding pills. I'm not adding gym memberships. I'm not adding a cost. I'm not adding nutritionists. I'm not adding doctors. I'm not adding any of this stuff. I'm not looking for, ooh, let's pop a pill. Let's lose the weight. Ooh, let's hydroxy cut it. You know, let's go take some other crazy snake oil pill, right? This is going to take some persistence, some time, some willpower, some hard work. It looks like I'm praying. It's definitely going to take consciousness, and it's definitely going to take dedication. So what happened was I fell off that wagon, right? As if I'm really an alcoholic. I fell off that wagon on Friday. Had a bunch of drinks, way too many carbs and way too much alcohol to be trying to stick to a low carb regimen. So what I did is I have to play tub thumping, right? I fell off and I've got to get back up again, right? There's a little joke in there for you. So if that happens in life, right? If I have a bad day, or if I don't get something done today, well, I have to get it done tomorrow. So if it's easy to, well, I had a drink tonight, it's okay. So now that's only a couple nights here in between now in the first 10 days. So I could have a drink now. I can even have a drink in a couple days. So even if I do it 2 days a week, well then, if I don't have the regimen and the willpower to only drink 2 days a week, then it turns into 3, then it turns into 4, and then it can easily turn into all 7, maybe even sometimes multiple times a day. So I'm going to stick to the plan. 7th was a bad day, 8th was a good day, 9th is turning out to be a good day so far, and I intend on carrying that through. So we'll see how that goes. We'll give you another update, probably not tomorrow, probably in a couple days, but you know, we'll see how it goes with the weigh-ins, how that spreadsheet and those averages look to me, and we'll see how, if there's any breakthroughs on me falling out, or any willpower gains, or anything with huge weight losses, anything like that. And we'll see. Maybe I'll update it with new struggles, but I think that's where we are, and that's it for today. Have a great day. 4.2 down. I'm counting on it. We'll see where it goes. If this course goes through the end of the month, that's over 12, maybe 13 pounds for a month of dedication. We'll see. I'm not making promises, but we'll see if that's where it goes. Talk to you guys later. Thanks.